Hi everybody, Paul here again. One of the major components on the air conditioning system in your vehicle is called a compressor clutch. This plays a major role in providing cool air. This is what a typical air conditioner compressor looks like, which will be located by the front of the engine, by the drive belt. You'll also see two refrigerant lines attached to it, like you see here. The AC compressor clutch is located here on the outside of the pulley wheel. The clutch only turns when it's called upon to circulate refrigerant through the air conditioner system. So the clutch turns on and off as needed to deliver cool air. The clutch system is electromagnetic, which is what allows it to engage or disengage from the compressor pulley wheel. The clutch system consists of a clutch, a pulley bearing, and a clutch coil. If the air conditioner control button on your vehicle ever starts flashing like you see here, then this is a warning sign that the clutch on the compressor is not turning like it's supposed to. Another reason the clutch will not turn is due to a faulty evaporator temperature sensor, also referred to as a thermistor, as shown in this picture. These come in all different shapes and sizes. The evaporator temperature sensor monitors the temperature of the air conditioner system's evaporator, which is located inside the dashboard. The evaporator temperature sensor will be located on or near the evaporator. Another common symptom of a faulty evaporator temperature sensor is when the air conditioner is turned on, the temperature of the air coming out of the vents will fluctuate. Here's an evaporator temperature sensor, and this is the temperature probe. The way the sensor works is it sends different readings based on how hot or cold the temperature probe is. This information is then used to turn the compressor clutch on and off to maintain cabin temperature and to prevent the evaporator from icing up. To determine the exact location of the evaporator temperature sensor, you'll need a repair manual, or you might be able to find it by doing a Google search. The sensor is commonly located on the passenger side and on the side of the condenser that's closer to the rear of the vehicle. Depending on the make, model, and year, you may be able to gain access to the sensor fairly easy by looking underneath the dashboard or behind the glove box, or by removing a few plastic panels, or by removing the radio. Other vehicles will require the dashboard to be removed partially or completely to gain access to the sensor. This can be very complex and time-consuming and may require specialized tools. If the dashboard requires disassembly to gain access to the sensor, then it would be money well spent taking the vehicle to a trustworthy mechanic who can check the sensor without having to gain access to the sensor by checking it with an advanced diagnostic scanner. If you're able to gain access and remove the sensor, then you can use a digital multimeter to check the function of the sensor. These sensors use resistance or ohms output. As the sensor cools down, the ohms go up. As the sensor heats up, the ohms go down. Also be sure to check for voltage and corrosion at the electrical connection that plugs into the sensor. To test the sensor, I'll turn the digital multimeter on the 20K or 20,000ths ohm position. Next, place the two test probes on the two electrical contacts. It doesn't matter which color test probe goes on which side. Usually these sensors will show a plus or minus reading of around 2,000 ohms at a room temperature of 65 degrees Fahrenheit. As you can see, this sensor reads 2,180 ohms. Next, place the temperature probe in a glass of cold water. If the ohms go up, then the sensor is good. This sensor is good. Next, place the temperature probe in a glass of hot water. If the ohms go down, then the sensor is good. This sensor is good. You can also bypass the sensor by jumping the two electrical contacts at the electrical connection that attaches to the evaporator temperature sensor. Just take a 3-inch piece of wire, strip some insulation off each end, and bend it into a U-shape like you see here. This happens to be 18-gauge solid copper, which is what I like to use. If the clutch starts turning after bypassing the sensor connection like you see here, then this indicates that the sensor is bad and needs to be replaced. Be advised that if you do not replace the sensor and leave it bypassed, the compressor will run continuously and cause premature wear. The evaporator may also ice up and not allow the cabin to cool properly. I hope you found this helpful, and if you like this video, please hit the like button below, share it with your friends, and please be sure to subscribe. God bless you and have a great day. Bye for now.